Well, how does it feel to go from just kind of going around and nobody paying much attention to you to get all this stuff going on around you all the time? People want to talk to you.
Yeah, it's different for sure. I see it as an opportunity to just show love and, be a servant and, share my values with other people.
Talk about the uptick in competition this week, what you've seen out of Arkansas's defense, and how much you guys are looking forward to kind of game plan for this one.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Like you said, it's definitely an uptick in competition, and they're definitely going to be a better defense than what we faced last week. But, I'm excited for it. They're a fundamentally sound defense, and kind of know what you're getting. So I'm super excited. I think the team's ready, and we're going to go out and execute.
You're probably going to be, they're going to try to heat you up more often than that thing could last week. Are you kind of ready for that to happen?
No doubt. My coaches are putting me in the best possible scenario and circumstance to, be able to prepare to get myself protected, and they're going to continue to do that each and every week. So, I think my coaches are continuing to set me up well for success.
Has the preparation changed for you at all going into SEC play, with it being your second starter, kind of keeping things the same?
No, I think from the first week I've tried to prepare like I was a starter. Now that I am, I'm going to continue to prepare. Obviously, in that way, I think there's a level of intensity that rises just within the team. I think now that it's SEC play, but my challenge for the team is that we approach every week as the most important game, and so that's what I'm going to continue to do.
How exciting is it to play your first SEC game?
It's super exciting. There's a lot of things that come with that, but I just see it as a blessing and opportunity to, go out there and test to show, what I can do.
Hank, how different is the preparation when you have a game to go back and watch where you were the starter and you have that video? How different does that help you prepare for a game?
Yeah, it helps a ton. One thing my QB coach, Coach Austin, always says is you never want to make the same mistake twice. And so, being the quarterback and playing in that game and being able to watch that film, obviously helps me learn from what I did wrong in the last game and be able to improve it, this week in practice, and then, allow that not to happen in the game.
Hank, what do you feel like you need to improve from last week?
I think there were a few things that, I need to improve on. I think one is just my awareness of the play clock. I was talking to Coach Freeze about that, and just there's obviously a lot of things going through my head during the game, but just being able to, exit out all the distractions and being able to focus on, obviously what matters.
How much did your family enjoy that Saturday?
They loved it. I have a big family, family of 7, and then a large extended family. And so it was exciting being able to talk to them after the game and, how excited they were, and a bunch of little cousins as well that were able to watch and cheer on, and, that's what it's all about for me and my family.
How's it feel being able to play for Coach Freeze after he recruited you for so long and now you're the starting quarterback?
It's just a blessing. I continue to say that, but like you said, I've been recruited by him from Liberty, and then obviously now here at Auburn and being able to play for him. It's so cool just because he's seen this vision the whole time. I think both of us have, and so just being able to fully see it through and be able to just play for him and grow together in our relationship is just an honor.
You mentioned that, Coach Freeze mentioned us that when you first met you in high school, you kind of just had that it factor about you. What do you remember about kind of your first interactions and conversations with him?
Yeah, that dates back a while. I don't know if I could remember my first encounter with him. It's been a long time, but from the first moment that he started recruiting me, him and Coach Austin, I knew that I wanted to follow them wherever they went. There's obviously, y'all know there's something different about Coach Freeze and his authenticity. That's the first thing I noticed is what was different about him versus all the other coaches is he's just an authentic man, and you don't get that in college football. Coaches will lie to you and tell you a bunch of different things, but he'll tell you the truth. And so I love that about him, and that's definitely one of the first things that I noticed when I met him.
Hank, how long do you play quarterback, and do you remember the first time you started thinking about maybe playing on this level?
I first started playing quarterback in 6th grade. My older brother, he's 2 years older than me. Me and him did everything together growing up, obviously, and he started playing a year before I did, and I watched him play quarterback. And so I was like, man, I want to do the same thing. And so I transitioned from from flag football to tackle football and started playing quarterback. And, that's when it all started. And then when I started getting recruited and started playing for Dilfer, my junior year is when I knew that I could play at this level.
And your high school coach, Trent Dilfer, now coach at UAB, has said moment is never too big for you. How do you handle those big moments?
I handle, I don't think I change it in the big moments. I try and keep it always the same. Try and stay cool, calm, collected in every moment. And so, I look forward to those big moments.
Do you talk to him about Arkansas, given that you just played them?
We stay in constant communication. I'm very close with him through high school, obviously, and so we have a great relationship, and we've talked a little bit.
Hank Free said he walked into the quarterback meeting yesterday, saw the checks you guys had on the board, maybe wanted to trim things down a little bit. How do you sort of balance wanting to go out there and wanting to be prolific in a game and win a game versus sticking to the game plan that the coaches have for you?
Yeah, I try not to make it too complicated. I think the plan each week that the coaches set out for us is just obviously a great plan and is what's best for us as an offense. And so I just try and go out there and execute exactly how they've told me to execute and how we've done it throughout the week.
You had a couple throws in your first drive, and I realized it was your first drive, but they were kind of dangerous throws to cover guys. You didn't really do much of that after that. Did you kind of feel yourself learning or getting more in a rhythm, or how would you describe that?
Yeah, I think there were a few that were, I guess you could say, more risky throws that I think if I was more accurate with them, would have been completions. And I think just had to get a little settled in, and like you said, once I did, I don't think I made many more of those.
How much does it help you when you start to run the ball? The team starts to run the ball the way y'all ran in the second half.
It's huge. I think like y'all saw this weekend, when we get the run game going, it just opens everything up. So being able to have those explosive runs like we had, like I said, our offensive line did an incredible job this weekend, both run and pass blocking. So it opened up everything.
Last one for Hank.
Hank, what's your relationship like? Go back to the preseason with Cam, the reps you guys have gotten to practice, and how much you look forward to potentially getting him back on Saturday?
Yeah, we have a great relationship. Cam he's an awesome young man, and it's cool because I think he's still 17, and so he's just having fun, and obviously he's a freak of an athlete, but being able to get him back this week will be huge, and I'm excited to continue to build that relationship and grow together.
Thanks.